Simulan mong abutin ang iyong pangarap na magbibigay dangal sa iyong bukas. Ang suliranin, hindi laging nandyan, dapat mong harapin. Kami iyong kasama sa bawat akin, magkaakbay nating lulutasin. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ang boses mo ay mahalaga. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ikaw lagi ang bida. Ang mga aral ay ginintuang atin ng bawat guro na siyang gagabay sa iyong pagkamulat. Naway umukit ito sa iyong isipan, maging mapanuri, sundin ng wasto at nararapat. Kagandahang asal ang ipakita, ipadama ang pusong may malasakit. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ang boses mo ay mahalaga. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ikaw lagi ang bida. Sakali mang tayo'y subukin ng unos, ating haharapin ng walang takot. Sasamahan ka ni Fernan at Dino, ang bagong barkada mo. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, boses mo ay mahalaga. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, edukasyon mo'y sigurado na. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, boses mo ay mahalaga. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, edukasyon mo'y sigurado na.
Fernandino Teens TV.
Guys, nabasa niyo na ba ang SIPAC sa Industrial Arts? Di ko alam para saan yung larawan.
Evacuation plan yata yun, Dino eh. Para alam natin kung saan tayo dapat pumunta kung sakaling may sakuna.
Oo nga. Kaso, para saan pa ang mga simbolo ng pintuan? Anong ibig sabihin ng mga yun?
Ako, Dino, may kakilala akong guro na magaling at maaaring magpaliwanag sa mga simbolo na yan. At para mas maintindihan natin kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng mga yan, tayo nang makinig.
Tara, manood na tayo.
Let's watch and learn.
Hello, Fernandino Teens! Welcome to another episode of Fernandino Teens TV Season 2. How are you? I hope that you are all healthy and well. I am Alnefery Tolentino, and I am your drafting teacher lecturer for this episode. Today, we are going to learn the knowledge and skills in technical drafting, grade 10. Our topic will be architectural symbols used in floor planning. Are you ready, Fernandino Teens? Let's start. Before we tackle our lesson for the day, let us do a little background check on drafting tools. Take a look at each picture and identify their names by filling in the missing letters. If you are watching via YouTube channel, you can comment your answer in the comment section below. If you are watching through your television, you can write your answer on a piece of paper. Are you ready? Let's start! Did you get it? If you answered protractor, then you are right. Next. What do you think this one is? If you wrote compass, then you are right. Very good. Next word. What is your answer to this one? If you answered triangle, you got it right again. Great job! For the last word, can you tell what's this? If you answered T-square, that is correct. Well done! How was your review? I believe you got them all correctly. Good job, Fernandino teens! Remember, like in other areas of TLE, such as cookery, agriculture, and ICT, the proper use of tools is essential to provide quality products or services and ensure safety. Before we proceed with our lesson, let us list our objective first. Objective number 1. Identify and explain the use of the different architectural symbols used in floor planning. Objective number 2. Draft floor planning symbols applying architectural standards. Objective number 3. Explain the use of blocks and design center in AutoCAD applied to floor planning. And for our last objective, value the importance of using appropriate symbols in drafting floor plans. Fernandino teens, before we go over the discussion, let us have a brain teaser to get those neurons working in tip-top shape. If you are watching via YouTube channel, you can comment your answer in the comment section below. If you are watching through your television, you can write your answer on a piece of paper. Look at these pictures. Are you familiar with these signs and symbols? Let us try to name them, shall we? Let us see if you got them right. If you answered pedestrian crossing, curved road, school, hospital, no parking, you are absolutely right. Amazing, Fernandino teens! You did great. Keep it up. Say, where do you usually see these symbols? That is right. They are road signs. Are these signs and symbols important? These signs and symbols are very important in providing awareness and understanding of a message or topic that does not need to be in written form. They are meant to be easily recognized and can catch up the attention of the viewer. What might happen if signs and symbols are not illustrated and installed properly? Symbols were made so their meanings could be interpreted with one quick glance. This is so danger can be avoided and unnecessary accidents do not happen. Take a look at this 3D SketchUp model of a house. This image shows how the house will look when finished. Even though it has not been constructed yet, the client will see how the house will look when completed. This is one part of a complete architectural set. To draw different drawings under the architectural set, we first need to talk about the most fundamental drawing under the architectural set. The floor plan is the top cross-sectional view of a building showing the arrangement of rooms and areas at a particular level. The floor plan is represented using various architectural symbols. Here we see the same house image, but in a top cross-sectional view. You can see different symbols, such as walls, doors, and windows. Now, look at this image. It is a complete detailed floor plan drawing of the same house. You will notice that there were additional symbols used. These symbols help us easily understand the requirements in constructing the house. The floor plans for a proposed house or building provide us with the opportunity to evaluate the design in terms of livability and sustainability for the needs of the occupants. In addition, they quickly communicate the overall construction requirement to the builder. One of the most important concerns of the drafters is carefully combining all the symbols, notes, and dimensions on the floor plan, so the plan is uncluttered and easy to read. Floor plans that are easy to read also make building easier because there is less likelihood of construction errors than with unorganized cluttered plans. The absence of a floor plan makes the creation of other plans such as elevation, interior, and exterior design, and roof plans virtually impossible. Why? Because the floor plan is the basis of all these components. To fully understand and visualize the final product of a floor plan, you first need to learn the various signs and symbols in it. Before learning to draw floor plans and other drawing under the architectural set, you will learn the principles and standards in drafting architectural symbols. Later, after a short break, we will proceed to the discussion proper of our lesson. So stay tuned, Fernandino teens!
Ang Schools Division Office City of San Fernando, Pampanga ay kaisa ng Department of Education sa pagsasagawa ng mga proyekto at programa na tumutugon sa mga pangangailangan ng mga mag-aaral. Inilunsad ang Division Call Center for Tutors and Guidance Counselors upang magbigay ng educational at psychological assistance sa mga mag-aaral, magulang at stakeholders ng division. Kaya, kung may nais kayong itanong tungkol sa pag-aaral, maaaring magpadala ng mensahe sa Division Call Center for Tutors and Guidance Counselors Facebook page o tumawag sa mga numero na makikita sa ibaba ng inyong screen tuwing Lunes hanggang Biyernes sa ganap na alas 8 ng umaga hanggang alas 6 ng gabi. Maaari rin kayong sumangguni sa ating guidance counselors na nagbibigay ng guidance and counseling services. Lahat ng inyong ibabahagi ay mananatiling confidential. Ang nasabing programa ay nagsisilbing daan upang malaman ang feedbacks ng stakeholders para matulungan ang ating divisyon na mapagbuti pa ang mga sumusunod na programa. Ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Tumawag na sa aming mga numero o bumisita na sa aming Facebook page at magpadala ng inyong mga katanungan.
Fernandino Teens TV.
Welcome back to Fernandino Teens TV Season 2. I presented the importance of symbols in everyday life, especially floor planning. Observe, I will show you some of the common doors and windows used for a house or building. Are you ready? These are the common doors used for a house or building plan. We have the French door, single sliding door, double sliding door, accordion door, Dutch door, bifold door, and case door. Next, we have the common windows used in building a house. Casement window, sliding window, jalousie window, and awning window. The images earlier were actual doors and windows. However, in drawing floor plans, they are illustrated as symbols only. These are some of the common architectural symbols used in the floor planning. We have symbols for different doors, such as interior door, French door, exterior door, sliding door, Dutch door, bifold door, double swing door, case door, and accordion door. For the window symbols, we have general purpose windows, casement window, sliding window, jalousie window, and awning window. Illustrated here are fixtures and appliance symbols, such as the sink, range, refrigerator, dishwasher, lavatory, toilet bowl, and so on. These symbols may vary, but what is important when drawing architectural symbols is that they are in scale size, and that they represent a semblance of the actual object to be constructed or installed. Fernandino teens, now that you know some of the symbols used in floor planning, let us look at a floor plan. Analyze it and try to identify some symbols used in the floor plan. Are you ready? Let us start. List down 5 architectural symbols used in this floor plan. If you are watching via YouTube channel, you can comment on your answer in the comment section below. If you are watching through your television, you can write your answer on a piece of paper. I am pretty sure that you got a perfect score in that last activity. Congratulations! You are now developing an aptitude in reading and interpreting architectural drawings, which is one of the most important skills in drafting. Great job! The word scale size was mentioned earlier. Scaling is the process of reducing or enlarging the size of an actual object using an applicable ratio for it to fit properly when drawn on paper. The commonly used scale in drafting architectural drawing is 1:100 meter, wherein 1 represents 1 centimeter in the drawing, paper size, and 100 is 100 centimeter in reality, actual size, which means that the object being scaled is 100 times smaller than the real life size. The images illustrated here is an example using different scales. Notice the differences in the size of the drawing using different drawing scales. You have studied this as well in your mathematics subject. The table will show you examples of actual size in meters changed to paper size in centimeter, applying various scales. Now, let us talk about the National Building Code of the Philippines. This is a set of rules and regulations pertaining to the construction of all real estate projects and buildings in the Philippines. In short, if you are going to build something, you must make sure that the design, materials, and other actual process of construction are in line with all the provisions stated in the National Building Code. This is a book that can be bought or even downloaded from the internet and all architects and engineers need. It serves the valuable purpose of ensuring that buildings are constructed properly to avoid inappropriate and substandard design that may lead to improper construction and untoward incidents. Furthermore, an architect or engineer should also abide by the local provisions and ordinances that apply to different parts of the country. These are being overseen by the engineering office in a particular town or province. For example, suppose you would like to construct a house along a steep hillside in Baguio. In that case, there are rules and regulations that you should follow. Likewise, suppose you will construct a beach rest house which is situated near the seashore of Boracay. In that case, there will also be guidelines to follow. Alright, Fernandino teens, I will be teaching you how to draw common architectural symbols manually and using AutoCAD after a short break. So stay tuned!
Maya po oras kaya kayo, Fernandinos. Ako pala ay Elwin R. Serrano ng City Tourism Office ng Siyudad San Fernando. Ngayong bulan na ini, pagmasusyan tayo ang National Heritage Month na ating temang Victory and Humanity, Upholding Filipino Heritage and Identity. Kambena nini, metong karang aktibidades na ng siyudad, apin ng launching ng bayong Heritage Passport. Yung Heritage Passport, apin ng metong karing proyekto ng kaya katamong siyudad, yung pamanamuna ng Mayor Edwin D. Santiago. Anong nuka rin makalagelangan ding eganagan ng heritage sites, heritage structures, na akit tamo kin kay katamong heritage district. Makakayado din kini, ding importansya da ding mapil na tradisyon kini syudad, kalupa ng pamangawang parol, ang poing pamangalesa. May aw siyang heritage passport, uling atin kang dapat gawan, anong nukaran puntalan mo lading at yung passport, at saka ka mag-selfie. Kay ba't kanta, palto making tourism office, at mamiyalang sticker ka rin egan-agan ang apuntulan mong lugar. At timong may ngari ang tutong passport. Balo mingeni, panahon na ini, tamo makain bisa lumal, uli na ng COVID-19 pandemic. Kaya naman kimbanwa ngayon agkatan ko ding bikers tamo, edad 18 hanggang 50, imbis na lumaot kayo po, di na nyo lang dita ka oras di kaya katamong heritage structures, kaya ni syudad. Anya naman karing mumunang 50 bikers ang makayari kaya katamong heritage passport, midinan lang premium only San Fernando loot bag. Inggawan nyo mo bakit ta makapag-register, punta kayo mismo opisina na ng City Tourism, ng munisipyo, at saka kayo magdalang metong valid ID. Kabinan kaya kayong heritage passport, ating makasipit ang instruction nung nano pa ing dapat gawan. Anya naman ka rin hanggang kapadyakin, nanano ko pa, tara na!
Fernandino Teens TV.
Welcome back! You are still watching Fernandino Teens TV Season 2. Let us now learn how to draw common architectural symbols. I will teach you how to draw these symbols manually and using AutoCAD as well. Let us first draw symbols manually. Are you ready? Let's start! In drawing manually, we will be using the following drafting tools and materials, such as pencil, T-square, triangles, eraser, 0.5 and 0.1 technical pen, circular template, bond paper, and masking tape. Let us start with the procedure. Are you ready? In drawing architectural symbols, like interior door using floor plan, first, tape your drawing paper properly on your drawing table. Remember to properly align the edge of your paper to your T-square. Second, use your pencil and T-square. Lightly draft the thickness of the wall, which is 0.15 cm. Third, locate where you want to draw a door symbol and measure 1 cm as the opening of the door along the wall. Fourth, draw a perpendicular line on one end and add a small thickness that will represent the door itself. Fifth, using a circular template, use the size 20 diameter circle and draw a quarter arc that represents the swing opening of the door. Sixth, we may now ink our symbol using 0.5 pen for the wall and door and 0.1 pen for the swing opening. Lastly, erase unnecessary lines. Now, let's move on the steps in drafting general purpose window symbol. Locate where you want to draw a window symbol and measure 1.2 cm as the opening of the window along the wall. Draw perpendicular line and add lines in the middle to represent the glass. We may now ink our symbol using 0.5 pen for the wall and 0.1 pen for the window opening. Erase any unnecessary lines. Always remember that whenever you draw drafting plates, you should always be guided with the drafting objectives. This is because it serves as a rubrics as well when assessing the quality of a drawing. Here are the rubrics or criteria for assessing drawing output. Number 1. Accuracy means the drawing must be precise or correct. All measurements must be made exact. Number 2. Legibility. Drawing is a means of communication. Thus, the drawing must communicate its purpose in a clean and readable manner. To achieve this, use the guidelines in lettering to ensure all texts are aligned. Number 3. Neatness. If a drawing is to be accurate and legible, it must also be clean. There should not be any visible erasures or blemishes in your work. Number 4. Speed. This is not attained by hurrying or rushing the work. Instead, it is a product of intelligent and continuous work that comes with diligent study and practice. Once you have attained a level of mastery, creating plans will be faster and without delay or errors. I hope you learned some standard practices in manual drafting. Let us now proceed to draft symbols in AutoCAD. Before diving into practice, let us first learn about the software AutoCAD. AutoCAD is a computer-aided drafting software that allows architects and engineers to draw their building plans digitally. For today, we will focus on how to draw some architectural symbols in AutoCAD and explore some features of the software related to the floor planning. Are you ready? Let us continue. Like any other software, when you open AutoCAD, there are tools and options that you can use to make your drafting easier, faster, and more accurate. Do not be overwhelmed. AutoCAD can be learned quickly. You just have to gain interest in learning it. It is advisable that you memorize the command sequence of a tool in AutoCAD to make workflow fast and efficient. But if you are new to AutoCAD, you can always use the tool icons and read the command prompt for the tool's other options.
Let us first get acquainted with the interface of AutoCAD, or commonly referred to as the AutoCAD window. Here we have our menu bar, Quick Access Toolbar, Drawing Tools, Modify Tools, Drawing Area, Navigation Cube, Command Prompt, Drafting Settings, Whenever you draft AutoCAD, it is standard practice that you should first set your desired units. Let us learn how to set our units in AutoCAD. First, type UN, shortcut key for units. Then press Enter. Drawing Units dialog box appears. Second, set length type to decimal. Third, set length precision to 0.00. Fourth, set insertion scale to meters. Lastly, click OK. Let us draw a simple interior door symbol. Here are the steps in drawing the interior door. Step 1. Type L, then press Enter to use the line tool. Step 2. Click your starting point for the line along the drawing area. Step 3. Guide your mouse to your desired second point, then type your desired length and press Enter. In our case, we will type 1, then press Enter. As for the size of our door. Step 4. Guide your mouse to the desired third point. Then type 0.05 and press Enter. This will be the thickness of our door. Step 5. Again, guide our mouse in another direction and type 1 and press enter. Step 6. To close our rectangle for the door representation, type C and press enter. Step 7. On one corner of the door, draw a line with a length of 0.15. Step 8. Guide your mouse perpendicularly from your first point and type 1. Then press enter. Step 9. Guide your mouse perpendicularly from your second point and type 0.15. Then press enter. Step 10. Erase the second line by selecting the line and pressing delete. And for the last step, draw an arc that represents the door swing by pressing A. Enter, C, enter, then click the corner of the door as the center. Then click the starting point of the arc followed by the end point of the arc. In addition, if you make mistakes, press the undo, Ctrl plus Z, or redo, Ctrl plus Y. Let us now learn about AutoCAD blocks. What are blocks in AutoCAD? In AutoCAD, blocks are the collection of geometries, sometimes called symbols, that act as a single object. They can be used in a drawing repeatedly. If you modify the block, all its references change automatically. Here are some of the advantages of making and using blocks. Number 1. Lessen repetitive tasks. Number 2. Guarantees consistency. Number 3. Reduce file sizes. Number 4. Maintains uniformity. Number 5. Block attributes. Let us make our door symbol earlier into a block. Step 1. Select the object to be made into a block. Step 2. Type B, then press enter. Block dialog box appears. Step 3. Type your desired name for the block. In our case, we are going to type Door Floor Plan 1. Step 4. Specify the base point by clicking Pick Point and clicking an edge of your symbol. And lastly, press OK to finish your block. Just like that, we have made our symbol into a block. So let us try to insert our created block in the drawing area. Number 1, type I, then press enter. Insert dialog box appears. Number 2, in the name search box, click the down arrow and choose the blocks to be inserted. Here, you can see many pre-made blocks that can be inserted at any time in a drawing. If you have doors and windows made into blocks, you may use the DC or Design Center. Several architectural symbols can be seen and selected from here. We are in the last part of our lesson. Let us talk about AutoCAD's Design Center. What is Design Center? Design Center manages and inserts content such as blocks, extras, and hatch patterns. AutoCAD has a small library of some standard blocks that you can use in your drawings. This library of blocks can be accessed from the Design Center dialog box. Here are the steps in inserting blocks from the Design Center. First, press Ctrl plus 2 or type DC. Then press enter to open the Design Center shortcut. Second, double-click on the desired group of blocks such as Home Space Planner or House Designer. Third, double-click the blocks icon to see all available blocks. Fourth, click and drag the desired blocks into your drawing area. Lastly, close the Design Center dialog box once done inserting. Great! We're done! We have made it to the end of this lesson. Congratulations!
I hope you learned a lot for today's lesson. Let us sum up what we have discussed. Number 1, you learned the different architectural symbols used in floor planning. Number 2, you were acquainted with scaling drawings. Number 3, you also learned about the importance of National Building Code. Number 4, you acquired the knowledge to draw symbols manually and use AutoCAD. Number 5, you were taught how to make and insert blocks. And lastly, we have learned that there are blocks from the Design Center. Congratulations, Fernandino teens! We are done with the discussion. When we return, we will have a short activity. Stay tuned!
Hindi lamang sa larangan ng pangkabuhayan apektado ang maraming pamilyang Pilipino, kundi maging sa larangan ng pagkatuto ng bawat batang Pilipino. Inilunsad ng siyudad ng San Fernando ang programang Nurturing Environment and System for Thriving or NEST, isang education community pantry na naglalayon para sa isang malawakang pagtulong, paglantabay at paggabay na ang focus ay ang makapagbigay ng tulong at suporta sa ating mga mag-aaral sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng educational needs gaya na lamang ng school supplies, tutorial sessions, study tips, at iba pang mga pamamaraan na mas lalong makatutulong sa pag-angat ng ating edukasyon. Dahil hindi hadlang ang pandemya sa magandang kinabukasang naghihintay sa ating mga mag-aaral. Sino-sino nga ba ang mga kalahok sa programang ito? Sa pagtutulungan ng ating school administrators, guro, magulang, at iba pang mga miyembro ng ating komunidad gaya ng barangay officials at sangguniang kabataan ay siguradong magiging mas matagumpay ang programang ito. Paano nga ba ang magiging proseso ng naturang programa? Una, magkakaroon tayo ng isang Facebook group, ang Pampanga High School NEST Education Community Pantry na pangungunahan ng Educational Pantry Coordinator. Ang mga magulang, tagapangalaga at mga guro ay ia-add ng ating Educational Pantry members sa Facebook group na ito. Sa page na ito maaaring i-post ng mga magulang at tagapangalaga o sino mang miyembro ng Educational Pantry ang kanilang mga kahilingan o requests. Kailangan ding ilagay ang pangalan ng mag-aaral, grade at section para sa mas agarang aksyon. Oo nga pala, hindi lang requests ang pwedeng i-post. Pwede ring mag-post ang mga nais magbigay ng tulong o mga gustong mag-donate. Sabi nga nila, sharing is caring. Tandaan na ang Facebook group na ito ay pribado at posts na may kaugnayan lamang sa page na ito ang maaaprobahan. Mayroon din palang Google Form na ipamamahagi kung saan maaari nating isumite ang ating requests o kahilingan. Paano naman ang mga walang internet access sa bahay? Huwag mangamba dahil merong mga nakalaang drop boxes ang ating paaralan na kung saan maaaring ihulog ng mga magulang at tagapangalaga ang kanilang requests. Sa mga nais namang mag-donate ng school supplies, maaaring ilagay ang mga ito sa tabi ng drop boxes. Maaari ring mag-donate ng mga kagamitan o cash donation kaakibat ang pagsusumite ng deed of donation form. Pangalawa, mahalaga ang ugnayan ng mga guro at ng mga magulang o tagapangalaga sa programang ito. Gamit ang video calls o chats ay ipahahayag ng mga guro ang adhikain ng programang ito sa mga magulang o tagapangalaga. Maaari ring gawin ang orientation na ito ng face-to-face kasabay ng schedule ng kuhanan ng mga module. Gaya ng nabanggit, hindi lamang mga bagay ang maaaring i-donate. Pwede ring mag-conduct ng tutorial session, study tips, at iba pang mga kagamitan sa pagkatuto gaya ng mga aklat o kaya ay gadgets. Ikatlo, ang requested needs ng ating mga magulang o tagapangalaga ay ililista ng ating NEST focal person. Ang mga coordinator naman ang mag-aayos ng mga ito. Ang advisors ng ating mga mag-aaral, guidance counselor, at iba pang mga guro ay ipaaalam sa ating mga magulang at tagapangalaga ang petsa at oras ng pamimigay ng requested needs na gaganapin sa paaralan. Sabi nga nila, it takes a village to raise a child. Kaya naman aktibo at iba yung pakikilahok ang inaasahan sa pagsasanib puwersa ng paaralan at barangay na siyang tutukoy sa pangangailangan ng bawat Fernandinong mag-aaral at kikilos upang matugunan ito sa tulong at suporta rin ng mga miyembro ng komunidad. Isang malawakang komunidad para sa isang produktibong educational community pantry ay tiyak na lilikha ng iba yung pagkilos upang maging mas magaan at madali ang pagkatuto ng bawat kabataang Fernandino. Kaya naman tandaan, magbigay ayon sa kakayahan, kumuha ayon sa pangangailangan.
Fernandino Teens TV.
You are still tuned into Fernandino Teens TV, Season 2. A while ago, we already learned how to draw architectural symbols, both manually and in AutoCAD. As a parting session, let us find out how we can use what we have learned in our daily living. What is the value of what we have learned today? Reading and interpreting architectural drawings is an important skill. Sometimes, you see brochures or marketing pamphlets being given to promote a newly constructed housing subdivision. Without knowing how to understand them, it is practically impossible to comprehend what is being advertised. This is where your knowledge and skills in reading and interpreting architectural drawings will come in handy. Another example is that if there is a need to make a design for a simple construction project, you can understand what is being discussed. Finally, always remember that every great invention started from a sketch followed by a detailed working drawing plan, applying various symbols. Now, let us see how well you understood the lesson and if you truly accomplish and attain our learning objectives. Let us answer a short quiz. All you have to do is to identify architectural symbols and type the letter of your answer in the comment section or write them on a piece of paper. Are you ready, Fernandino teens? First symbol. Did you get it, Fernandino teens? If you answered letter C, French door, then you have guessed it right. Keep it up. Next symbol. How about this? What is the name of this symbol? If you answered A, double sliding door, then it is right again. Next, third symbol. What is the name of this symbol? If you wrote letter A, casement window, then you are right. Very good, Fernandino teens. Next word. Let us have the fourth symbol. What is this symbol? If you answered B, kitchen sink, you got it again. Well done! For the last architectural symbol, this is seen in the bathroom. If you answered letter C, toilet bowl, that is right. Amazing, Fernandino teens, you did great! This time, you are going to identify some of the shortcut keys used in our AutoCAD discussion earlier. Simply write your answer in the comment section or write them on a piece of paper. Are you ready? Let's start! Here are the answers. Number 1, UN. 2, B. 3, DC. 4, Control plus Z. 5, Control plus Y. Great job! I hope you got them all correctly. To conclude our topic for today, I would like to emphasize that drawing architectural symbols properly aid in the clarity and proper interpretation of the drawing for it to be constructed properly. Scaling is important in representing the design to become a technical working drawing. And lastly, the NBC or the National Building Code should always be followed and observed. Congratulations, Fernandino teens! We have finished. I hope you learned a lot today. Here is the list of references we used for today's episode. Again, this is Ma'am Alnefery, your teacher-lecturer for this episode, leaving you with the famous quote, "Failing to plan is planning to fail." Don't forget to subscribe and like this video as well. Thank you for tuning in to Fernandino Teens TV Season 2. God bless and stay safe.
Ganun pala ang simbolo ng pintuan at bintana na laging ginagamit sa architecture. Ngayon, alam ko na ang kahulugan ng mga simbolo na iyon.
Tama, at mas alam mo nang basahin ang mga floor plan at evacuation plan.
At mas maiintindihan mo na rin, Dino, ang mga brochure na pinamimigay tungkol sa mga bahay ng mga bagong gawang subdivision.
Pwede ka na rin gumamit ng simpleng floor plan sa bond paper o gamit ang computer.
Ang galing naman ni Ma'am. Kaya naman,
Maraming salamat, ma'am.
Sa na namang makabuluhang talakayan ng ating natunghayan, Fernandino Teens.
samahan niyo kaming muli sa susunod na episode ng
Fernandino
Teens
TV
Season 2.
kung saan ang kabataang Fernandino ay angat sa angking talit.
Bagong umaga, yakapin mo ang bagong pag-asa. Simulan mong abutin ang iyong pangarap na magbibigay dangal sa iyong bukas. Ang suliranin, hindi laging nandyan, dapat mong harapin. Kami iyong kasama sa bawat takin, magkaakbay nating lulutasin. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ang boses mo ay mahalaga. Dito sa Fernandino Teens TV, ikaw lagi ang bida. Ang mga aral ay ginintuang atin ng bawat guro na siyang gagabay sa iyong pagkamulat. Naway umukit ito sa iyong isipan, maging mapanuri, sundin ng wasto at nararamdaman.